Back with another distributive property video. This time we're looking at distributive property to solve the equation. So in this worksheet, answers are going to be whole numbers, but we'll go ahead and use the distributive property to solve this and then check it anyway. So as you can see on this side of the equal sign, we have 4 of the group 2x plus 10. So again, rather than adding that up 4 times, we're going to distribute the 4 through. So the first thing we do is 4 times 2x, and that's going to end up being 8x, and then 4 times 10, and we'll add that plus there because this is a positive and positive, so we have 40 equals 64. So looking at this problem, the next possible step is combining like terms, but since I don't see any like terms, we're going to go to the third step of solving equations, which means we move all variables to one side and all integers to the other side. Right now we have one variable and it's already on the left, and we're going to move this integer over here. So the way I do that is I subtract 40 from both sides, and I have 8x equals 64 minus 40. Well, that would be 40, add 10 would be 50, add 10 more would be 60, plus 4, so that's going to be 24. And now I need to isolate my variable, which is x. I can do that because this is 8 times x. I'm going to divide both sides by 8. And then I have x equals 3. So I want to make sure that's my answer, and the way I can do that is by plugging it back in to check. My original problem said 4 times the quantity of 2, instead of x I'm going to put parentheses there, plus 10 should equal 64. This is a good habit to get into if you want a 4 on your test, because we have to always plug our answer back in. 3 goes here, and then I'm going to go ahead and simplify. So 2 times 3 is 6. I'm just going to go ahead and leave that. 6 plus 10 equals 64. And then I'm going to keep going. 4, and then 6 plus 10 is 16 equals 64, and then 4 times 16 is 64. And we know that the answer is correct. So that would be how you get a level 4 in your test. I'm going to go ahead and do one more problem over here. This is another distributive property problem. So I have 3 times 3x is going to be 9x, and then 3 times negative 7 is going to be negative 21. Bring down the equals negative 75. And again, I don't have any combining like terms, so I'm going to end up having to go through and move variables to one side and integers to the other. I have one variable over here, 9x. So I'm going to add 21, and then I have 9x. So let's see, this one's kind of hard to do in your head, but I can do it. So negative 75 plus 20 would be negative 55. So negative 75 plus 21, one more, would be negative 54. And then, of course, I need to isolate my variable, so I'm going to divide both sides by 9. And I end up getting x equals negative 6. Let's make sure that's right, though. So we'll go ahead and write the problem out again. 3 times 3, put a parentheses where the x should be, minus 7, close parentheses, equals negative 75. And I'm going to plug in negative 6 for my answer. So I'll start simplifying here. 3, and in parentheses, 3 times negative 6 is negative 18, minus 7 equals negative 75. Going to keep simplifying. I have 3 here. Negative 18 minus 7, that should be negative 25 equals negative 75. And of course, 3 times negative 25 is negative 75. So it looks like our answer is correct. You don't really need to box that. I'm not sure why I did it. I'll box my answer. All right, so that's distributive property.